Hi, welcome to Conversion Conversations. This is Cameron, and today I'm taking a look at Transformers Timelines, Hearts of Steel, Bumblebee and Megatron. This is the second of the Timelines 2-packs for Hearts of Steel that we've gotten so far, and I think I might like this one more than Optimus and Starscream. We're starting out with the cutest Bumblebee alt mode. I love this teeny tiny little train. I think there's some nice paint. I do think that, unfortunately, like with the weapons storage, I haven't been able to get the hammer in a way where the front wants to close all the way. But if you take this hammer piece out that you're storing, that cowcatcher does close all the way. But it still looked really nice with this kind of bronzy yellow and then the gunmetal gray paint. I like the Autobot symbol up top. I like these silver painted headlights, look really nice. Little bits of blue here and there, some like brass or maybe gold, probably brass accents here and some copper ones. The cog in the back, again, just lovely paint all around. I really like that there you can see B on the side. In terms of rolling, this side things roll pretty well. Unfortunately on my copy, hold on, let's see if we can fix that. There we go. Nope, that was just slightly mistransformed. So, you know, depending on where you hold it, you get some good rolling, but not everywhere. Let's see if we can pull the hammer off. Yeah, so there you can see the front end. And yeah, it's just very, very cute. I think it really captures Bee's character while being something, you know, totally new for him. Obviously, this isn't new. This was a comic book character originally, but it's just a really great design. I really like this Bumblebee. Now, that being said, Megatron here, to me, steals the show. He's an artillery piece. I mean, he's a really old school cannon. I really love the detailing here. We've got some rivets. We've got this gold or brass paint around the top. We've got these nicely painted wheels. I really love those wheels. They're nice and big. They sound good when they roll. He's got little casters so he can roll without dragging anything. It's just an awesome alt mode. Obviously, it is big. That is a very big cannon. It's not in scale, but they look great together. And with the rest of their buddies, scale not mattering so much here for timelines. Here's how all four look. You know, you've got Optimus and Bumblebee. I love that they're two trains, but they're very different trains. And then Megatron and Starscream. I hope we get more. I'd love to see the Insecticons. I'd love to see Shockwave. I'd love to see, you know, the other Seekers. But for the initial 2-packs, these guys are awesome. It's just a really nice, cohesive aesthetic. And it's a pretty easy transformation. Starting off with Bumblebee, the first thing I want to do is come in and lift up these wheels and swing them around to the other side on both sides. If the hammer wants to come out, we can just pop that out now. He's got as well a gun piece down here that can pop and come out. We can bring these arms up, and then we can split the front of the engine from the platform it's on. Let's see. Come on. There we go. Bringing that down, we can split the legs. If the cowcatcher comes out early, that's not a problem. You can now just bring that forward. Same thing on the other side. Bring that forward. And you've got his legs basically done. For the top part, with the platform separated, we can come in and we can separate out a little bit on the engine, but we don't want to do the whole thing because we want to pop out. I want to leave that in. Let's see if we can bring these arms down. We can pop this piece down and then bring down our Bumblebee head. With that out of the way, it's now way easier to come this out and you don't have anything clashing in there. We can bring his legs down, his waist, bring up his shoulders. These arm pieces, you can separate them, but mine separate pretty easily, so I tend not to worry about them in transformation, but you want to bring them out. And then we can flip down these arms on either side. There we go. And then we can bring these armatures back down. And there is Bumblebee. We can give him his hammer. We'll put that in his left hand, because I feel like in terms of shooting, he'd be a righty. And then he gets his little gun. Yeah, and it is, there we go. Some of these, I'd say some of these joints, because it's plastic on plastic and it's just little friction joints, they can come undone during transformation, but I haven't seen any permanent damage. On to Megatron. Megatron is even easier. We're going to take the cannon, pop that right off. And we don't have to, actually, but I like to. It just makes it easier. Flip out these two sections. Flip out these legs. Bring the feet up. Split the legs up. Now we can come in, and with those gray pieces off, we can come in and flip out our arms. Like so. There we go. Same thing on this side. Bring out this section. Flip it around. Flip out our hand, close it up, and then just pop out that head. Pop it up, rotate the waist, and we can plug in his cannon. I do wish it had a place to plug in right here, but it can go right there. And we've got Bumblebee and Megatron in their bot modes. We're going to bring our camera up just a smidge. Bumblebee here, in terms of articulation, we have a really nice head sculpt that can wiggle, waggle. You want to make sure the platform doesn't come down, but it can do all that. These shoulder pieces do mess with shoulder articulation a little bit. You got to watch out for that, but you can rotate around pretty effectively. There is bicep swivel. There's a 90-degree knee bend. Wrist joint isn't super strong, but there is something there. You can twist at the waist. You can do the splits, kick up that far, and you know what? Kick back that far. Twist at the thigh. Nice deep knee bend. And then a pretty good ankle tilt. I feel like his proportions are just... I keep trying to like bring this arm up. I feel like Bumblebee's proportions are a little on the wonky side. He just seems a little taller and skinnier than I'm used to. And I think if we could have gotten rid of this waist section and that gold could have just come like down that quarter-inch, half-inch, that would help him out a little bit. But as is, he still looks pretty dang cool. And I was trying to figure out if there's a way to extend the legs, because I think that would help him as well, but I don't think so. Megatron has similar articulation, a nice, very expressive head sculpt. That is a great twist. 360 on the arms, bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, not really any jointage on the wrist. There is waist swivel, which we saw. We can do the full splits, kick up plenty, kick back plenty, nice deep knee bend, and no, sorry, I was going to say no ankle tilt, but there's a tiny bit of ankle rocker there. So, you know, you can get him in some pretty dramatic poses. And I feel like everyone is kind of long and lanky. With their posability, I feel like they do really nice dynamic shots. You know, we've got Optimus versus Megatron here. I think they look fantastic together. Starscream and Bumblebee. It's just a great pair of two packs, really. Fun designs, very simple transformation, but one that I think gives a lot of character to these designs in a way that I think I haven't really enjoyed from Generations much recently. I'm trying to put my finger on what exactly I like about these toys so much, but I really, really enjoy them. That being said, these guys are not staying with me. This video is not a giveaway, but you are going to see all of these guys added to our Extra Life page as of today. That means we have 10 prizes on our Extra Life for Cincinnati Children's Hospital. If you go check it out, all you have to do is donate $10 to Cincinnati Children's Hospital through our Extra Life. Put in the note that you want to enter the Transformers raffle. Put in there your name so that we can contact you, give us your email address, and you'll be entered. And then on November 8th, we will draw and announce our winners. That is it for today's video. Thank you everybody for watching. Catch you on the next one. Bye.